What's going on, kings and queens of this wonderful wonderland that we call YouTube? It's the Mad Hatter coming to you once again as the disembodied voice in your head. This time it's part 4 of my little mini-series where I give you a closer look at my games collection. And today is a special day because today we are going to take a look at where it all began for me. No pun intended, but as you can see today, this episode revolves around the Sega Genesis. Now, if you followed the channel for long enough, you definitely know that I have a special connection to the Sega Genesis, and that's because this is the very first at-home console I ever owned. I don't remember how I got it. I don't remember where I got it. I just remember having one and really falling in love with it. And you know, the more I think about it, the more I really have to credit the Sega Genesis for creating me to be who I am today. Essentially, I really have to give credit to the Sega Genesis for making me fall in love with video games in general, and definitely making me want to collect them as I've gotten older. So today is a very, very special episode for me. I'm super excited, so let's not wait another moment and just jump into it. Starting off the roster here, we have Joe Montana football. After that, we have Golden Axe 2 and Golden Axe 1. Undoubtedly my favorite, one of my favorite video game series of all time, but definitely probably two of my favorite Sega Genesis games. Definitely that I own, but probably of all time as well. Next we have NHL 95. I remember playing this as a 4-year-old. After that, of course, you might remember this guy, Earthworm Jim. Next, we have one that I played all the time as a young kid, Road Rash 2. You can't have a Sega Genesis without this series in your collection. Mortal Kombat. Next we have Mortal Kombat 3. After that, we have Earthworm Jim 2. Next, we have Castle of Illusion, Mickey Mouse's Castle of Illusion. You probably recognize this one because there is a remake for PS3, I believe, and seeing that really inspired me to purchase this, to go back and experience the original game where it all started. So yeah, there's the original Castle of Illusion. Of course, we have Mortal Kombat 2. Definitely another Sega Genesis staple. Altered Beast. And finishing off the collection for us, we have NBA Live 96. So as you can see, that'll about do it. It's a really kind of short, sweet, and to the point collection. But I can honestly say that I'm proud of this little collection. I think I don't have everything I want. Definitely, there's a lot of games that are missing in terms of what I want to make a decent collection. But I think in terms of what I have and what I had as a kid growing up and just the memories, I think I have a pretty solid start to this collection, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it grow and getting more of the games that I've had as a kid or that I've always wanted. Definitely some more of the harder ones to find and the more expensive ones. But yeah, I think overall I have a really solid start for me personally. Now, somebody who is a Sega Genesis fanboy or a more serious collector might look at this and say that my Genesis collection sucks, that this stack isn't all that impressive. And, you know, we all have opinions. But for me, I'm pretty proud of this. Especially just because I started basically from the ground up. You know, I had to give my original Sega Genesis away to my little cousin, and I never saw it again after that. Well, actually, no. The Sega Genesis was sold underneath me at our garage sale without me knowing, without my permission, and by the time I figured it out, it was already gone. And I never saw it again after that. So I think this has been more of a vendetta, just to have to get and to have a Sega Genesis in my collection that nobody was going to take away from me, and to definitely recapture some of my earliest video game experiences, and that's why I'm so attached to the Sega Genesis in total, and why I'm so in love and proud of this portion of my collection specifically. So that'll about do it. Like I said, it was a short, sweet little collection, but you know, like I said, I believe it's really strong, and I'm really excited to watch it grow in both numbers and value, because there are quite a few games out there that have been avoiding my clutches, but when I come across them, you will see them join the ranks here. But yeah, that'll wrap up episode 4 for us. And yeah, as always, just follow my social media links in the banner up above you to stay up to date with everything going on in the King Jabberwocky community, the Facebook stuff for my books, the Instagram account for video thumbnails and stuff before they go up. So if you're really interested in for example, what episode 5 is going to be, Instagram will be the place where you can find out a few days at least before it goes up. So definitely check that out. And of course, there's always my Twitter as well. So pretty much anything, you know, any social media platform you're on, I'm there. So definitely show your support there. And as always, on YouTube, just like, comment, subscribe, press that little notification bell so you don't miss the future episodes, so you know exactly when they go up and become live, because, you know, from here it's really a downhill slide into things I think that everybody has either had or that they still have. You know, everything up to this point was kind of wishy-washy because not everybody has a Atari 2600. Not everybody has the NES and the SNES and the classic editions. Not everybody has a Sega Genesis. But I think from this point on, there's going to be a lot more things that you recognize. There's going to be a lot more things that you associate with. And I'm just excited to get to that with you. So definitely stick around for part 5 and the rest of the series going forward. Click that notification bell so you don't miss anything. Follow the rest of the King Jabberwocky community. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. As always, I salute you. And remember, we're all mad here.